Hey everyone, so there's Foxy on screen for you. I know it's a rare sighting to see Foxy on my channel, but as I've mentioned, she doesn't really trust me, and that's okay. I don't bother her, I don't pester her, but I have taken her out to have some fun time on the new bird stand, which she is also loving, so I'm super happy about that. But today I have brought her here, I mean mostly because I wanted her to sit on it and enjoy it, but also I decided to film this video and just talk about, is owning Senegal parrots difficult, and just talking about my experience with it. So I literally don't have any notes or anything planned out. I had her sitting here and I thought it would be a nice video topic, and I'm just gonna ramble on as I do in all my videos. Just remember, this is also just my experience. Someone else who could also have a Senegal parrot could have a completely different experience. So just take that into mind when thinking if a Senegal parrot is the right parrot for you. So I have had Senegal parrots for about 7 years, almost 8 years or something. I think it's probably more, 7 years, I don't know. But yes, I've had them for quite a while. And I can honestly say that owning a parrot is not difficult for me. Whenever people talk about birds as pets, they always go on about, oh, parrots are the most difficult thing and they're so complicated and it's such a rough thing. You know how they go on about how difficult birds are. But for me, it hasn't been like that. And that's partly due to the fact that I have small parrots. If I had a giant cockatoo or a giant macaw, I know it would be a different story. But I have smaller parrots, so that makes a huge difference. Senegals just also have a really chilled personality, and both of my Senegals they're not like super hyper, super active birds. They have their days obviously, but they're quite chilled for the most part. So thinking about like the care for a parrot, just to me, I found it to be super simple. Like all I have to do is clean the cage when it's dirty. And like for Tango's cage, he's got one of those trays. So you just like pull out the tray, throw away the old newspaper, put newspaper in, put it back, done. Super easy. And then like spending time with them, I find is really easy because my birds are so chilled. They will be happy and content if I just take them out and they sit on my shoulder, or Tango, not Foxy, because she doesn't trust me. But yes, so, and I have a swing that hangs from my ceiling in my room. Tango is fine just sitting there. Like, they're just really chilled. It's not like I have to go out of my way to do anything super fun, extravagant, wow, they're just really chilled, and that makes being a parrot owner so much easier for me. Also, my birds are very content when they're in their cage. I'm not saying that I leave them in the cage all day every day. You definitely shouldn't do that when you have a parrot. I don't know if other birds are different, but my birds, like if they're in their cage, they've got their toys, they're content. Obviously they have their moments when they are screaming and they want to come out. Every bird has their day, but like I just keep saying, my birds are just really chilled. Food, okay? My birds get Nature's Nest pellets. Talked about that many times on my channel and all the time on my Instagram. So that's really easy. They eat their pellets, then put new pellets in. I usually give them pellets in the morning, and then they have access to pellets throughout the day just because they don't eat it all at one go. And then at night is when I give them some vegetables. I would prefer to do it the other way around. I feel like it would be better for them if they had vegetables in the morning and pellets at night, but that's just with the way my life is at the moment. Like, got to get out the house quickly in the morning, so doing pellets in the morning is just easier for me. I would say, if anything, the most difficult part about my parrot ownership struggles, like the only thing that really can irritate me at times, only at times, is making Parrot Shop. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for it, and I'm like, oh, I don't have any vegetables right now. Now I gotta go to the shops, gotta buy a bunch of vegetables, gotta cut it up. That's literally the most difficult part for me. And a hack that I do sometimes is I go to wherever. I mean, recently I went to Fruit and Veg, and I just bought like a packet of chopped up vegetables. I went in there, I saw they were selling some packets of chopped up vegetables, and I was like, wow, my job is done. And that's it. I mean, this is like a lazy hack. Hello, Foxy. To buy bags of chopped up vegetables. It's obviously not the best way, but it's what I do sometimes. And to anyone out there who's thinking, or who doesn't do vegetables for their birds, don't give vegetables to their birds because it's too difficult to make Parrot Shop, there you go, I've just told you a secret. Also, those vegetable mixes don't generally have as much variety as you would want, so I can't tell you to feed it like every day to your bird, or maybe you could buy it and then add some stuff into it, which is kind of what I do. So, you know, it's about finding ways to make it simpler for you, and also just having a chilled attitude towards pet keeping, I think also helps, because I could wake up every day and like have a little panic. Oh, I have parrots, I have to be this insane parrot owner and I have to do all these things. I think if you just go into every day with a relaxed mindset and think, you know, okay, all I've got to do this morning is give them pellets, and then when I come home, whenever, then I'll take them out. They can just chill with me on my shoulder, or they can sit on their play stand, and tonight I'll give them vegetables. You know, it's maybe we don't have to make pet keeping as hard as we do sometimes. So yes, as you've heard from this video, I don't think owning parrots is difficult, or smaller parrots. I'm like 99% sure if you've got a larger bird who loves to scream and has tons of energy, it's going to be a completely different story. But I'm just lucky that I have two very chilled birds, and also two smaller birds, so that, you know, they're not as big of a deal as bigger birds. And Foxy has demonstrated to you just how chill she is by doing absolutely nothing this whole video. This is my birds, like, I would say 70% of the time. They just sit and be happy. And then, you know, with the remainder 30%, they'll fit in energetic times, angry times, whatever they're feeling. You know, the bipolar dinosaurs that Senegal parrots are. That's what I've heard some people call Senegal parrots. So thank you for listening to me ramble on, as I always do. Foxy apologizes if she was being very boring. No, she doesn't. She doesn't care. Hey, Foxy? So just to say one last time, just because I find it easy to own birds doesn't mean you will find it easy, and it doesn't mean that every bird is easy, and just because I have chilled Senegal parrots doesn't mean that every Senegal parrot is as relaxed as mine are. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to see more of my parrots, then subscribe to the channel, because they are on my channel quite often. Foxy, say goodbye. Do something. You did something! Yay! Oh, this is the finale. This is the showstopper. Huh? When the video ends, now you want to do something interesting. Are you done? Okay. Bye, everyone.